Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Chasing the Moon RV. My name is Zia, and I make videos about full-time nomad life. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and welcome back to all of my regulars. This afternoon, I'm taking the bus over to my daughter's house, and my son-in-law is going to be installing the kitchen for me. I have all the cabinets put together, and he's about to put the kitchen in and put the counters on. I'm so excited now. I'm sorry about the really weird short last week saying that there wasn't going to be a video, the sideways one. I don't know how that happened. I couldn't fix it. So anyway, yeah, there wasn't any progress for about 2 weeks. As some of you know, I fell off the back of the bus and landed on my hip, and I had just been overdoing it as well, trying to tear out the old kitchen. So the exciting thing is that the basic cabinets and countertop are done and in. They're finished. And this was going to be the hardest part of the build. I didn't really get, there might be a tiny bit of footage I can put in here. Mainly it's going to be some still shots because I had to call on the help of my friends, but mainly on the help of my son-in-law, who came to my rescue and did an amazing job. I still have a few things to do. I don't have any drawer pulls on the cabinets yet, and I'm waiting for a 12-volt fridge to arrive. I have a faucet. It's not installed, but I'm not sure if this one's going to work, so I'm just deciding that now. But what I do want to tell all of you who are planning on doing your own conversion is know your limits. I figured because I had put so much IKEA cabinetry together over the years that this would be easy for me to do on my own. I really didn't want to have to enlist, especially the help of my son-in-law, who spent so much time on my first little Transit Connect XLT when he built that out. And yes, I had put IKEA pieces together before, but what I quickly came to realize was that although I was able to assemble the cabinets and, assemble the drawers and put those in, when it came to attaching the cabinets to the bus itself and secure them to the floor, it was a little bit beyond my capability, a lot beyond my capability, to be honest. I realized that the plastic support legs that come with the IKEA cabinets are not going to hold up very well in a vehicle that moves. I'm going to be hitting bumpy roads, and there's going to be constant movement in here. So my son-in-law suggested securing the cabinets to the floor on a wooden base. And they actually are not standard height now, the counters and countertop, because the IKEA ones are about 4 inches high. And I think this is 2 inches. This wooden base, you'll see a part of it where I'm going to put my 12-volt fridge. But, and he figured it all out, and he secured it for me, and I am beyond grateful. So anyway, it's done now, and now I can move on to other things such as the ceiling and the window inserts and all the rest of it. So let me show you. I've got everything open right now because without the poles it's hard to open them. They're all open, and then I'm going to show you the fittings, and then I'll close them and show you an overall of it. Okay? Okay. This is the kitchen. Walnut countertops, a black quartz sink, and black ash cabinets. There's going to be a 12-volt fridge in this space on a slider. I'm going to have a water system under here. I absolutely love my sink, and I love my countertop. This was the USB faucet I was using before. It might still work, I'm not sure yet. Then I have a bank of 2 drawers, so this will be cutlery and probably kitchen utensils. In the bottom one, it's a cupboard. With a pull-out garbage bin. So this is the driver's side. So on the opposite side of the bus, we have this part of the kitchen. So as you can see, there are 3 drawers. The bottom one is quite deep. It will hold all my big pots and pans and maybe an air fryer. Then there's a mid-sized drawer. And then this little pull-out work surface will be where I will put my cooktop. So I have an extra piece of countertop here, which I'm going to put on a bracket here. So that shelf there will sit underneath here, and it will be a place where in this space I can have a comfortable armchair. This is a folding 3-fold mattress for if I have company. It will live in the garage, but I'm using it for scale because I want to put an armchair here. I will be changing the knobs on the cabinets under the bed, and I will be painting all of that out for now. So that's my kitchen, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Look at this countertop. Walnut. Isn't that beautiful? Just beautiful. I will be not leaving this wall like this. I will be changing that. I haven't decided quite yet what I'm going to do with it, but stay tuned for that. You know, watching that kitchen come together, I felt like a kid at Christmas. I was so excited because this was, I said to my son-in-law, you've given me a home now. You've given me a home. I can start to see myself living in here and being so comfortable. Not sleeping very well at night. I've got so many ideas running through my head. And the next thing that's most important, I guess, so that I can start living in here is one is to get my fridge, which I think is en route now, and I will be telling you about that. But also it's about privacy. I did try, along with my sister-in-law, to put some of the reflective privacy film on the windows, and oh my gosh, what a nightmare. We did 4 windows, and we carefully read the instructions, and it was awful. I ended up ripping it all off. I might as well have thrown $40 in the garbage because it's $40 a roll. One thing I will say is if you're going to attempt that yourself, make sure you've got 2 people to do it. I tried doing the first window by myself. But also make sure your windows are not just clean, because I did clean them. You need to spray them and take a razor blade to them and make sure there's absolutely nothing on there. And then after you've cleaned them, make sure that there's not any lint from the paper towel or cloth, because anything that's on there will create a bubble. The good thing about that film is that it really did help reflect the sun and reflect heat out. And it really did give me privacy. You know, anybody walking right by the side of the bus, if they looked in, they wouldn't have seen me sitting in here. What I didn't like about it was that being inside the bus and looking out those windows that I'd done, it was like wearing a pair of sunglasses. And I realized that part of the reason I wanted a bus with a lot of windows was I wanted to look out and see what was out there and see it as it naturally existed, if that makes any sense. So I have a few ideas for the windows, but I think I'm giving up on the idea of being totally incognito. Some people may realize that this is a conversion, but I think that a lot of people will just walk by and not even notice it. One of the things we did, just let me show you here. As you can see, the cabinets do come up above the window by a fair bit. And so, hang on. In order to camouflage all the workings and the ugliness on the back of the cabinets, I went and bought 2 3x4 wainscot panels of wallboard that look like beadboard, like this. And I painted it black so that from the outside you don't really notice it too much. But it cleans up all the back of the cabinets and sort of finishes it off from outside the windows. I do have some left over. I might use some of that in another project in here. Possibly the entrance area, because that is so ugly. I definitely want to make some changes there. They'll be simple, inexpensive. I will film that and you'll see what a difference just a few inexpensive things can make to that space. So the next step for me will be once I have my fridge and my cooktop in here and my little emergency toilet, all I will need is some privacy for the windows, and then I can actually move in. And a lot of the projects that still have to be done will be done while I'm on the road. And I know a lot of people that do those projects while they're on the road. What a lot of them do is they'll go to a Home Depot and purchase what they need, and they'll go way off in the far corners of the parking lot, and they will do their project there. That might be a possibility, I don't know. But the hard work, the main hardest thing, and probably one of the most expensive things, at least for the foreseeable future, was the kitchen, and it's done, and I'm thrilled. And I spend a lot of time sitting in here making plans now to, make it into my home and to get comfortable being in here. I know that the look in here is a far cry from how my Van Luna looked inside. That was very English country cottage. And part of the reason for that and painting the cabinets white in there was to lighten it up because it could be quite dark in there. But with all the windows in here, I knew that I could get away with having darker base cabinets and countertop, and I love the look of it. I told you I was going for a Scandi boho look this time, and so the kitchen is the Scandi part of it. Very minimal, very sleek, and the boho part of it is going to be the texture and the warmth that I add in. Some rattan, wicker, maybe some macrame, lots of plants, and some soft colors like moss green and terracotta. We still have some space available if you're wanting to come to our Bolder Women event at the end of August. You can register on the events page at ireneharlow.com. I'm so excited about those of you that have registered. I think we're going to have so much fun that weekend. Oh, I know what I've been meaning to ask. Those of you that have registered, drop me a line to let me know where you're coming from. I should have put a little space available for that on the registration, and I didn't. So let me know where you're coming from. That's going to be really interesting. I know some are in BC. But maybe, and I think one lady's coming all the way from Quebec, so that's very exciting. Yeah, let me know where you're coming from. Give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, please, if you haven't. Very grateful for all of you. So wherever you are in our great, big, beautiful world, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I'm going to say bye-bye for now. Love you all. See you next week. Bye-bye.